Hey guys, this is part 2 of Passover dinner for my clients as a private chef in Beverly Hills. So if you didn't see part 1, go back and see it. Or don't, I don't care. I put the matzo ball soup base that I made yesterday on heat and continue to skim off any fat that pooled on the surface. Now for the matzo ball mix, I combined eggs with rendered chicken fat that I made from the whole chicken that I stripped naked yesterday, then sparkling water to make it light, baking powder to make it even lighter, salt to season, and then of course matzo meal. Folded it all together and threw it in the fridge so that the chicken fat could congeal and the matzo can absorb all that liquid and fat. If you've been around for a while, you know that my clients enjoy simple eggs and toast for their lunch whenever they have guests or are having a heavy meal for dinner. Alright, now that the lunch is done, I started making charoset. Is it charoset or charoset? Which is just a mixture of Brunoise apples, raisins, dates, almonds, walnuts, cinnamon, sugar, salt, and grape wine. Charoset is one of the symbolic foods on the Passover Seder plate alongside a lamb shank, hard-boiled egg, parsley, salt water, matzo crackers, and horseradish. Or at least that's the case for my current clients and my past clients. I also had to make what they call matzo crack for dessert. I forgot to buy brown sugar like an idiot, and I didn't have time to go grab some, so I made my own brown sugar. It's simply just white sugar mixed with molasses. Bet you didn't know that. Then I melted Kerrygold butter, my absolute favorite butter, hint hint Kerrygold, and added the brown sugar that I made and brought it to a boil, cooking until it basically turned into a kind of caramel, and I poured it over these matzo crackers and threw them in the oven until they started bubbling. Pulled them out after 10 minutes, let them cool, and poured over melted chocolate. Spread it out and sprinkled with sliced almonds. Yay, our crack is done. Next I pulled out their chilled brisket, sliced them while they're cold because it's just much easier to do when they're cold, and threw them back into the pan with all that beautiful sauce. By now those onions have almost melted into the sauce, and the carrots at this point are basically just meat flavored candy. I don't know if that sounds good or bad, but it sounds good to me. Alright, guests are going to arrive in about an hour and a half, so I cut celery and carrots into small dices for the matzo ball soup. Add those to my chicken soup base, bring it to a boil, and I start dropping my matzo balls and let those cook for an hour with the lid on. Do you guys like floaters or sinkers? Because I personally like floaters. We have a little girl coming in today and my client requested a chocolate outline of an Easter bunny, so I did my best. Chocolate drawing is not really my specialty, to be honest with you, but we persevere. Made a little chocolate piping bag with parchment paper, added a tempered melted chocolate, and did my absolute best. It's 6:30 and the guests have arrived. They did their Passover service and I went and served them their matzo ball soup in these wild turkey crystal soup bowls. I personally love a ton of dill in my matzo ball soup, but they do not, so I left it out. One ball per person and off they go. Chicken in on the brisket and woo, smells so good. Nice and hot and ready to plate. Each plate gets a few slices of brisket, plenty of carrots and sauce, a few latkes, and some steamed vegetables. I went around the table afterwards asking if anyone wanted applesauce or sour cream to go with their latkes, and obviously they all wanted some. Then I served them the matzo crack for dessert, had some for myself, cleaned up and left the house around 9:30 p.m. You can tell it was a long day by how messed up my hair got. Thanks for watching.